Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Okay, we are back with some more baseball talk. It is technically 1:58. I got out of class 2 minutes early. I'm such a good boy. Today we are back with more baseball videos. I have to apologize for yesterday. I was just exhausted. But I'm also exhausted today too. I've been since like 1:30 in the morning. It's, well, 1:58, as I just said. So, great, one more class to go, but we're just powering through it, because that's what we do. We dominate here. We grinding every day, keeping it consistent. And today, we are talking about the San Francisco Giants. And honestly, the San Francisco Giants put me to sleep. That's going to be the title of this video, and it's just the truth. I mean, what have the Giants done recently? Now, I don't hate the Giants. I mean, the Giants are a good team. They just have a lot of flaws. A lot of flaws. And a lot of old people. So I go through it. I don't even have to look it up. I like doing these non-scripted ones, not reading off a brown note, not looking at prospect charts, not doing XYZ, trying to fill out benches with terrible role players. Anyway, so catcher Buster Posey did not play in 2020. He sat out because they adopted twin sons, I believe. And so he didn't want to get them sick and keep his family safe, which I totally for. So good on you, Buster. Hopefully he comes back in 2021 and does stuff. Does Buster Posey stuff. That 2010 Rookie of the Year, about 2012 MVP. Yeah, you remember those. First base, we have Brandon Belt, who's old. And then we have Donovan Solano, who is a pleasant surprise. I wouldn't say I'm a fan of Donovan Solano or anything. He didn't crack my top 100, but he could be a rising star. I don't mind a little bit of Donovan Solano. Shortstop Brandon Crawford, been there forever. Evan Longoria at third base. Now, he's an interesting one. I know he was on the Rays in 2008 when he won the Rookie of the Year. And he was traded to the Giants in the 2018? 17. No, it was 18. 18 offseason or the trade deadline. But it feels like he's been there forever. No one ever talked about him. They only say, yeah, he had this good run in 2008 with the Rays. And then they're like, now he's on the Giants. But it feels like he's been there for so much longer. It's been crazy. Like, he's already been playing for a good 12 years already. It's crazy that he's already played that long. And then Pablo Sandoval, Kung Fu Panda, one of the best nicknames in all of baseball. I really want to do a video on just sports nickname in general and how some of them are really good and some are really, really bad. And then what we got now? The Hunter Penn. I'm gonna call him Punter Hence. This is when you know you're tired. Hunter Pence did retire officially, but Hunter Pence, I love Hunter Pence. He was in the top 100. Sandoval in the top 100. Longoria in the top 100. I love my Giants, so you can't take that away from me. You have Alex Dickerson, who's a nice little player. You have what's his name? Yastrzemski, Mike Yastrzemski. I almost didn't say Carl. When you're up for over 13 hours, you start tripping real hard. Mike Yastrzemski, but he's already like 30, so I mean, and then who else? You have Johnny Cueto, Jeff Samardzija. I wish you still have Madison Bumgarner, but I think Bumgarner is like the top 10 favorite players just in general, not just pitchers, not just Giant players. He is one of my favorite Giant. I can say that for sure. I love Madison Bumgarner. In 10, 12, and 14, I absolutely love him. I want to watch him pitch. I want to watch him hit. I want to watch him do all sorts of crazy stuff. Horseback riding. No, not horse. What was it? Bull riding? I don't care. Skydiving. I love Madison Bumgarner. And I just want him to do so good on the Diamondbacks. Anyway, and then in the bullpen, Tony Watson, or did he leave? I know he's a free agent, but the Giants. Okay, so now to the present part of the video. When would the Watson did anything noteworthy? They almost made the playoffs in 2020, but it's like they're in stuck in between mode. They're not good enough to make the playoffs or go deep in the playoffs if they actually did make it, but they're not bad enough to just tear it all down. And who's gonna want any of your pieces? We're gonna want a 35-year-old Buster Posey? No. Belt, Crawford, both old? No. Josh Grzelcyk, you're trying to build around him, but he's already 30. Do you build around Donovan Solano? Dickerson? Like, I don't even know. Sandoval's old. Longoria seems old, but I don't know. But you already lost Bumgarner. Is Tony Watson going somewhere else? What's his name? Kevin Gausman? Kevin Gausman is a pitcher you had, right? I know you have some prospects. What's his name? Alex Slater? Hunter Slater. No. Something. Heath Slater? No, that's the wrestler. I knew I was too close to it. Something like that. And then I know you have some good prospects. Again, don't want to do research for this one. But, I mean, the Giants they're just sort of stuck. They're stuck, and they can't do anything. Do you just wait 5 years for when Posey, Belt, Crawford, Sandoval all retired, but then Josh Grzelcyk will be out of his prime, Longoria is going to be close to retirement, Cueto, Samardzija are going to be gone, but they're not even good pitchers to build around anyway. So what do you do? What do you even do? San Francisco? And I'm just thinking of, what else have you guys done in previous years? I mean, you have what? Oh, God. Don't forget his name. Huff? Aubrey Huff. You had him. You had a Barry Zito. You had a Melky Cabrera when he tested positive for steroids. We don't talk about that. You've had some of, Rowan? Aaron Rowan. Or was he on the Rangers that year? 2010. Was Aaron Rowan on the I know he was in that World Series, either Rangers or Giants. But I think he was on the Giants, but I mean, you've had some good players come through. And then you talk about some of the all-time greats. You have like Christy Mathewson. You have Giants players. For some reason, Christy's the only one at the top of my head right now. But the Giants. Do you just tear it down? I mean, here's some pros and cons for why you should and shouldn't tear it down. I mean, if you did tear it down, it'd be very hard. I mean, you have a lot of contracts, a lot of big contracts, and a lot of old people with not a lot of value coming from it. I don't know who's gonna want to take a old Brandon Belt or an aging Carl Crawford. Oh my God, I just said an aging Carl Crawford. Have I slipped already and said Carl Crawford earlier when I wanted to say Brandon? I have to rewatch this. How many times did I say Carl instead of Brandon in this video subconsciously until I just caught myself? Interesting. But, who's gonna want to aging Brandon Crawford? Did I say Brady? I'm losing it. But then if do they even have any money to sign anyone? Not a Bauer. I don't see Trevor Bauer going to San Francisco. I mean, he said he wanted to be in a position to win, and you can't win much in San Francisco. No Realmuto, no LeMahieu, no Springer, none of the top Brantley. I would love Michael Brantley. If Michael Brantley wants to be a face of the goddamn San Francisco Giants, let him. Let him. I will pay top dollar to see Michael Brantley in a Giants uniform. I will become a Giants fan for life. It's like Cubs won, Giants would be instantly 2 if Michael Brantley signed with them. Oh my god, I love Michael Brantley so goddamn much. Anyway, but anyway, so could the Giants get a piece, a trade, maybe trade for, I don't know. They have to do something, because they are looking to be at the bottom of the division right now. I mean, okay, so let's just go around it. The Dodgers just won the World Series, so they're already a powerhouse. Kershaw, May, Gonsolin, Price when he comes back, and then Seager. Are they going to bring up Josh Peterson? I mean, they should. They just won a World Series, but are they going to bring Turner back? But yeah, Edwin Rios, who looks like he's going to be super good. Julio Urias looks like he's going to be a stud. I don't like the Dodgers as a whole, but I do like those two. Rios and Urias, I do like both of them. And then you have Bellinger and Betts, which I despise. But they're in touch with DJ LeMahieu, and they already have Gavin Lutz, and they're also talking to Marcell Ozuna, and I didn't even mention Chris Taylor or TK Hernandez. So they are just absolutely loaded. If they get even one of those, it is over. Padres, Snell, Darvish, Pomerant, who used to be a former Giant, I believe. But I mean, Verstappen, and then, so next in the division, I would have the Rockies third. I mean, Arenado, Story, Blackman. You lost David Dahl. Daniel Murphy's a free agent, I think. You have Nolan's cousin, Jeffrey, something with a J, as your first baseman. I mean, they're not looking good, but better than the goddamn Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks underperformed as heck in the West. I was totally rooting hard for the Diamondbacks. And my Diamondbacks read NLCS, give it to me. Or at least an NLDL matchup, and that didn't happen. But I mean, they were supposed to be so good. Walker, Marte, Ahmed, Escobar, and then Cole Calhoun with some star in Marte when he went there before they traded him. And who was their outfielder? Oh, David Peralta. Yeah, right. And then Carson Kelly behind the plate with Alex Young, Zach Gallen, Bumgarner, Weaver, and Ray before he got traded, I think. But they look stacked. I was totally going hard. And then what they have? Archie Bradley, traded him as well to the Reds. But I was going so hard for the Diamondbacks, and they just flopped, honestly, in 2020. So I had them finishing fourth, and maybe if they actually get their act together, they can finish third. But and then the Giants look like they're going to be last. But as I mentioned, the Giants look like they could be a good team. If you take 5 years off of every player, what'd that be? Like, we're in 2021, minus 5 from Posey. 16, you won 2016 Buster Posey. I mean, not MVP 2012, but still, I mean, 5 years off of Longoria, 5 years off of Belt, off of Crawford, Carl Yastrzemski, and I slipped again. Mike Yastrzemski, but he didn't come out till 2019. Yeah, he didn't come out till 2019, but so 5 years off of him, was he even drafted? Or was he just in the farm system for a very, very long time? Donovan Solano was nowhere near. I think he's only been playing for 4 years, and he was very quiet, if that. When he was on the Giants before. 5 years off of Sandoval, man, that sounds great. 5 years off of Pence. 5 years ago, he would have Bumgarner. Did they ever have anyone else good in that rotation? I mean, I know Johnny Cueto was halfway decent. Samardzija, the Shark, I don't know. Anyway, and then did they ever have like a someone to come out of the bullpen? Like anyone? Like whatsoever? Scott Alexander? No? But, okay, I'm cheating. Where'd my notebook go? I said I wasn't going to do any research, but I have my 2019 baseball rosters right here. They were just laying above my head. And I ranked them, like, from my favorite. That's the Twins. Back a couple more pages. Oh, when Jake Lamb was still on the Diamondbacks. I should really make a video. Okay, so we have Bumgarner, Longoria, Kevin Pillar, he's gone. Posey, Sandoval, Crawford, Belt, Joe Panic. He was on the Blue Jays in 2020. He's a free agent. Drew Palmer, which I was correct about. Samardzija, Will Smith. He's gone on the on the Braves. Sean Anderson was on the Rangers. That's the guy that threw at Tatis, right? On the Rangers. What? Brett Anderson or something is on the Brewers. Chase Anderson's on the Blue Jays, and Sean was on the Rangers. And then Steven Duggar, Johnny Cueto, Tony Watson, Derek Holland, Ty Block, Trevor Gott. Who are you? Nick Vinson, Travis Bergen, Garrett Rodriguez, Sam Dyson, Nelvin Needy. What's your name? Rises Marvina, and then Mark Lanafont. Mark Lanafont. Anyway, but that was 2019, so some of them are still there. Some of them are gone. But, I mean, I guess there are some names I forgot to mention, but thank you, list. But, yeah, let me know what you think of the Giants down below in the comment section, and, dang, I just sort of feel bad for them. I mean, you just sort of have to wait for all these old people to retire or trade them when they have no value. That's the thing. You can't get anything back. I mean, I know some of them have 3 World Series rings, but that's not going to get you much. I mean, sure, we'll take some veteran leadership, like Buster Posey at the catcher position. Trade him to, to the Orioles. He would be a great mentor for Adley Rutschman, and actually teach Pedro Gonzalez. That's his name? Not Pedro Martinez, that's the pitcher. It's Gonzalez, right? That's his name. Whoever their current catcher is, how to actually catch would be a good mentor to them. I mean, Belt would be a great mentor for the Mariners. Evan White. See? Like, mentor veteranship there. Crawford, a good shortstop. Trade him to, I mean, Tatis is good on that, but, but just think about it. And, one more thing. The Kung Fu Panda reigns supreme. Pablo Sandoval is the best. How long?
Speech on. 18 minutes.
I did not mean to go this long on the Giants, but I'll see you guys in another video tomorrow in the American League. Bye, guys. And just like baseball, 3 strikes, I'm out.